The security cameras in my apartment building only glitch at 4:12 a.m. Last night they showed someone standing inside my unit part 1. I first noticed the camera glitches because my apartment building has live hallway feeds residents can access through an app. And every few nights the cameras outside my floor would freeze around exactly the same time before reconnecting again. At first it didn't seem important. Old apartment cameras fail constantly. But after a while I realized the outages always happened at exactly 4:12 a.m. and lasted almost the exact same amount of time every single night before reconnecting normally afterward. The timing bothered me enough that I eventually started checking the app before sleeping just to see whether it would happen again. Every night the same thing happened. The hallway feed outside my apartment froze. The timestamp stopped moving. Then after around 30 seconds, the video returned like nothing had happened. I probably would have ignored it permanently if the app hadn't added playback access last month, allowing tenants to rewind hallway footage from earlier in the night, whenever they wanted afterward. Out of curiosity, I checked one of the frozen recordings expecting corrupted video or static. But instead the playback looked completely normal right up until the freeze happened again. Then something changed. Right before the timestamp stopped, somebody walked into frame near my apartment door. The figure moved too quickly to see clearly, because the video froze almost immediately afterward, but I could still tell they had entered from the stairwell, instead of the elevator hallway nearby. I replayed the clip repeatedly trying to get a better look, but the image quality was terrible, and the person kept blurring whenever they moved across the camera frame. The next morning I checked the hallway outside my apartment, expecting absolutely nothing, but my doormat was slightly crooked, and there were faint wet footprints leading toward my door before disappearing completely. That detail bothered me enough that I started checking the hallway camera every night afterward, waiting to see whether the same figure would appear again during the freeze. 3 nights later it happened again. Same time, same stairwell, same blurry figure approaching my apartment. But this time, the person stopped directly outside my door before the camera froze. And right before the video cut out, they looked straight up into the camera like they knew exactly when the recording would stop. Follow for part 2.